Students, again I'm back with my new video, and through this video I'm going to explain the chapter Albert Einstein at School by Patrick Pringle, and this is chapter 4 of class 11 from the book Snapshot. Now before starting with the explanation, let's talk about the author Patrick Pringle. Patrick Pringle is Professor Emeritus of Earth Science of California College, Washington. He was research geologist of the DNR Washington Geological Survey during 1990 till 2005 and was with US Geological Survey Cascades Volcano Observatory from 1982 till 1990. Pat studies volcanoes, earthquakes, landslides, and debris flows, commonly using radiocarbon and tree ring, and that is the analysis to establish the history of past geologic events. He is the author of books on the roadsides geology of mounts, St. Helens, and Rainier, as well as many published papers and reports. The Mount Rainier's book won the Geoscience Information Society's Best Guidebook Award for 2009, presented at the Geological Society of America's annual meeting that year. He has received several teaching awards, including Washington Association of College Trustees Faculty of the Year in 2016. Introduction of the lesson. The lesson Albert Einstein at School is an extract from the biography of Albert Einstein named The Young Einstein by Patrick Pringle. In this lesson, Patrick familiarizes the reader with those years in Einstein's life where he was struggling each day in school and as each day passed. The school diploma felt like a far-fetched dream. It throws light upon a few encounters with his teacher, what he felt about the neighborhood he lived in, and how he had only one good friend, that is Yuri. The way Albert strategizes to get out of the miserable place that is the school and how things turn around in the end makes the story even more interesting. Theme of the story. The basic theme of Albert Einstein of School is to throw light on the modern way of providing education. Education doesn't mean mugging updates, it means understanding facts and gaining practical knowledge. This chapter is a perfect example of this. Now students, let's begin with the characters. The very important character is Albert Einstein. As shown in the chapter, Einstein as a student was very frank and fearless. His way of thinking, even at that age, was quite mature and practical. He was an exceptional student and had solved not only the entire book of mathematics, but also knew very advanced level of maths. Einstein was quite considerable about the problems existing in society. For example, slum violence. This means disturbed him very much. And finally, his heart ached to see the young boys wasting their time in useless activities such as fights. He was very much worried about his career. Albert knew the school was not doing him much good, and so the wanted to get away from Munich and go to Milan for admission in a college. Dr. Whale. He was a very young doctor and a very kind human being. He agreed to help Einstein when Yuri discussed with him his problem. His goodness is visible from the fact that after quitting school, when he was satisfied with Einstein's reply, only then he gave him the certificate. He did not charge a single penny from Einstein for the help, which shows his kind gesture and how he did not behave greatly. Yuri. Yuri was Einstein's only source of comfort, help, and relief in Munich because Yuri was his closest friend. He was his reliable friend as he played a savior role in Albert's life when he was going through a rough patch in his life. Albert was neither happy at school nor he was comfortable at his poor lodging in a poor quarter of the city. Yuri was his only friend with whom he shared his sorrows, concerns, and worries. Yuri not only confronted him and gave him hope, but he also found a doctor from him who could issue Albert a certificate for a nervous breakdown that using it Albert could go away from the school, where he had same adjustment issues with his history teacher, that is Mr. Brown. Now students, let's begin with the explanation of the chapter Albert Einstein at School. In this story, we learn about the father of modern physics, that is Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein is known all over for the valuable contribution to physics and the theory of the relativity. However, this story bring forth his school days, which were not that pleasant. Naturally, everyone must think that such a genius mind would have excelled at school. But it wasn't so that when he was in school, the story begins with young Albert being in his history class. The teacher asks him about the certain dates, to which Albert admits that it is pointless about the memorizing the dates, events, and there he was of the thinking that he can flip through the pages whenever he wants to know the dates about something. Thus, he did not believe in mugging up facts. Consequently, we learn that Albert does not like school and if adopted traditional methods of teaching. He dislikes the conventional forms of education. Similarly, the teachers also don't have much liking to him. They considered him a disgrace and the history teacher especially did not like him. When this incident happens, his history class, the teacher gets imitated and asks him to leave. Einstein did not like his home too, as he was not comfortable over there. In fact, Einstein did not like school to an extent that the thought of never passing the exam to get the school diploma. As he likes science, he wishes he could study just this subject only. Moreover, he does not understand the reason why he reads to study. Means why he needs, what is the need of study in his life? Other subjects where his interest does not lie. So, Einstein only wants to go through those subjects in which he was interested. After that, they sent him to Munich and the story repeated there too. Albert did not take any interest there and was only wasting his father's money. He now has an epiphany of giving up a school together, so he asks his friend Yuri to arrange for a doctor. He plans to ask the doctor to write him off as a lunatic, not fit for the school. Upon meeting with the doctor, Albert confesses his love for mathematics. After that, the headmaster calls him and reveals shocking news to him. He tells Albert that due to his behavior, they are asking him to leave school. They feel that his behavior disturbs the environment for studying. It was surprised for Albert as he was ready to present the medical report, but before that, only the school rusticated him. Thus, he leaves the school without even looking back and only meets Yuri, who bids him farewell and wishes him luck for his future. So now students, here we finishes with the explanation, and here we goes with the summary of the chapter Albert Einstein at School. Albert Einstein at School summary will help you learn about the chapter in detail easily. It is an extract from the Young Einstein. Patrick Pringle is the author of this book. We learn through this extract about the troubles Albert Einstein was facing when he was in school. We see that he did not like school that much. It is essentially about how Albert defied the traditional method for teaching. Moreover, he always felt like he did not fit in. And further, he was also get to know about the teachers not liking him either. It was because he questions things and raised valid points. Thus, we will learn about a never heard before the aspect of the genius physicist childhood. We see how the greatest mind also had to face struggles concerning their intelligence. So students, here we finishes with the chapter. Hope the chapter is clear to you. So, thanks for watching my video. Have a safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.